I don't know if there's been any updates so far, but the Amouranth situation is so clearly orchestrated. And the fact that I have people in my life saying, oh my God, no, it's real. Bro, shut up. It's the most fake shit I've ever seen in my entire life, but I love how people are eating it up.
Amouranth is back in the news.
Yep.
Apparently, she has called the police on her husband and has been arguing with him for 24 hours straight, resulting in some pretty insane clips. Now, if you don't know who she is, she's an OnlyFans Twitch streamer and a pioneer of several metas on Twitch, which involves skirting past the rules and trying to advertise her OnlyFans.
Yeah, the metas. Maybe I'll be naked in a different way. Very innovative. The hardest working woman on Twitch.
Now, Twitch is supposed to be a gaming website that is 13 plus, not 18 plus, so you end up advertising to a bunch of kids as well, which personally I find a little disgusting. Now, last time we talked about her, she had this drama where she came out and said that her husband is very abusive, and her husband is actually the one who forced her to do OnlyFans. Apparently, she never
Jesus Christ, bro.
wanted to sell her body online, and it was this big bad husband who actually made her do all of this. So she started crying on stream, and then she did the infamous Dobby is free clip, and basically the entire internet immediately believed her.
That's because the internet's a bunch of simps. They see, oh, this girl's crying. It must be true. For the love of God, do not get manipulated by people's fucking emotions. Holy shit. Just do some research. Think for 2 seconds.
Here's a quick recap.
Make multi-millions of dollars. You want to burn it all to the ground because you're a sure, whine about it. I don't give a anymore. I'd rather be broke again and deal with this shit anymore. And I don't have to wear cleavage every day. I can wear clothes. Master has given Dobby a sock. Dobby is free.
Is someone who I've called one of the hardest working humans on all of Twitch.
Oh, Jesus. Get a fucking grip, dude. Jesus.
For years now. You should also support Amouranth as a victim. And there are a few people online who are taking the situation to shit on Ammo, and I think
Ludwig taking opportunity to virtue signal? No, that could never happen. There's no way.
That's just
you look hot
dumb,
as always,
to be honest.
smile.
Right, so
Thank you,
after
bro.
being freed like Dobby from Harry Potter apparently by separating or divorcing her husband, she actually went back to the naked streams just weeks later, completely of her own free will. Almost like she wanted to do this the entire time. Anyways, after that, pretty much everybody realized that she was just manipulating people and basically lying. And that brings us to a couple months ago where Amouranth was robbed at gunpoint, they wanted her crypto money, and her husband ended up saving her life by shooting the assailants.
It's a night of sheer terror as a woman is brutally assaulted by 3 masked home invaders. She's internet personality Caitlin Saragusa, known to her millions of fans as Amouranth. She brings them across a courtyard to another building in their compound where there is a surprise waiting for them. Caitlin's husband, Nick, is watching the drama unfold on security cameras. He was armed and ready at the top of the staircase.
It's kind of awesome, low-key.
At the sound of gunfire, they run for
Bro missed every shot, bro. Come on.
their lives.
This looks like a fucking Lazy Town skit, man.
And that brings us to today, where she has had a very public meltdown with her husband. And apparently this is the same husband who forced her to do OnlyFans and she apparently broke up with, and now she's back with him for some reason. I don't really trust anybody here, but let's go over this.
Hey, same, brother, same. Look at that, bro. Your bullshit detector's going off. Yeah, it's because they're full of shit, brother.
Story. Starting with this clip, Amouranth is seemingly accusing her husband of wanting to have her killed after a 12+ hour argument. It all started.
Yeah, I remember when the husband was being accused of abuse because he grabbed the mouse not too friendly. Oh man, I was in fear for my life. Okay, Tony Khan, relax.
When the husband complained about dog chores and quickly spiraled into a massive on-stream airing out of their dirty laundry that seemingly has no end.
When this fight started till now as today, you said you were unhappy long before I ever said, you know what, I could see it if you did want me killed. I could see that. You.
Man, this looks so legitimate by the way that she's holding the microphone to her mouth. Wait, hold up. Before I blow up on you, let me make sure the sound quality's all good.
Said you were unhappy before, so you're
No,
not trying to
so
act
I
like
say I'm
me
unhappy,
assuming
and that
is
means
the
I have you
reason.
plotted a kill?
No! It's me thinking about all the shitty things you say to me. Like the last time we argued, you said, I wish I hadn't saved
Look
you
no further
so you
than
wouldn't be
I actually
attached to
saved
me.
her life. But maybe I was actually plotting.
Yeah, so you're threatening to divorce the woman that you claimed to love so much that you
If
saved.
I was plotting, I wouldn't divorce you because then I wouldn't get anything.
You
You're
want,
making no sense.
well, you prefer a financial split, though. You want financial
Which means I
split
definitely
or
don't get
divorce.
anything. Because it's outlined. Look, right now, if we get a divorce and you die, your parents get your half. If we're together and you die, I get it. So then I would never say that if I was trying to have you killed.
Right, very.
Fuck, dude. How the fuck anybody fall for this shit in big 2025, boys? What is happening?
A normal and sane couple right here discussing about how one partner will die and the other will get all the money. Interesting. Right, I think I
Yep.
speak for everybody when I say I don't think anybody should ever stream a fight like this online, to be honest. This seems really
Especially when they're right in front of the end stream button, bro. Just walk up and press it.
serious. It seems like Amouranth thinks her husband wants to actually kill her, and that's right after he saved her life. So I'm not sure exactly what kind of logic that actually is. But you'll slowly see throughout the video that they both are very crazy and kind of deserve each other, to be honest. This husband guy named Nick is definitely exploiting Amouranth as a sort of moneymaker. You will see him complain about only earning $1 million a month later. And Amouranth is just straight up psycho. Apparently she calls the cops, gets in the fetal position over an argument. It's just insane stuff. Now apparently she cheated on him as well, and that was another cause of the argument. Amouranth's husband exposed that she allegedly gave a handy to Fresh and Fit producer Aaron Bogdan.
Okay. So at what point are we ever going to get to in the world and just acknowledge that doing OnlyFans is already cheating? When can we just acknowledge that? Brother, if you are out there sucking dicks, sending videos to other dudes to make them come, we're going to draw the line at a hand job. Listen, here's the reality. If you are dating an OnlyFans girl, you got to accept that you're a cuck because that is what line of work they're in, right? It's the same thing for dating pornography actresses. If you are dating a woman that's going around fucking other dudes for their job, or it is their life goal to make other dudes come, you are a cuck. That's the truth.
No way,
We
a
believe
Fresh
in
and
you.
Fit producer. Ay, ay, ay.
Can we talk about you kissing black men while they're married?
That is not even true. I was.
Were you-
Oh my god.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that one.
We can talk about that, sure.
Okay, let's talk about
You had me go on Tinder dates I didn't want to go on, and then you started calling me while we were at the
And
karaoke
then
bar
you
a lot.
asked me if you could have an open relationship.
That is no.
Oh, you didn't?
You were wanting an
didn't?
open
No,
relationship.
did you ask that? Okay, maybe I will sleep with Aaron. Did we say
No,
that?
that is
Never?
not.
You
No.
never asked that?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. We're gonna lie to your chat now. Okay.
We're
Sure,
literally
sure.
not lying.
And you didn't give him a job in the
I
parking
did
lot?
not.
Oh, okay.
Correct, I did
didn't
not do
drive
that.
up on you guys together. You giving him a job in the parking lot
Dude,
in Chinatown.
these men can't even find that would make us.
I found you jerking him off in the parking lot in China. I remember it. Bro, can we, guys, oh my God, I can't believe people are believing this.
Money of such sexual acts that you are claiming right now. Yet you're saying I would do it off stream for no money.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
retarded.
Oh,
I will also say this guy wearing no socks with these shoes, that is criminally offensive. And this is bothering me deeply to my core. Put some socks on, brother.
my God, because stars never have sex off.
Right, so about the cheating situation, obviously nobody really knows what happened there. He claims to have been cheated on, and I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Amouranth is not exactly the most moral person in the world, but I just love how crazy this relationship actually is.
Like, I want you to imagine this. You're dating a woman, and they're whoring themselves out online every day, right? And you're okay with that. Then they jerk off one guy in the parking lot, and now you draw the line. Okay. Brother, what? That's the same shit. But man, hopefully I can awaken more people's minds to, once again, there's nothing wrong with doing OnlyFans. Do whatever the hell you want. Do whatever the hell you want. But I'm just saying, if you are in a relationship with an OnlyFans woman, you're a cuck. And you should just accept that. And maybe you get turned on by that shit. Maybe you're a fan of Kanye. But that is just how it goes, right? Once again, no issue with anybody who's single doing OnlyFans. I just think that you should wait to get into a relationship once you retire. That way you can be loyal to your man and or woman. Is that crazy for me to say? I certainly hope not, and you can get upset at me if you want, but it's all about respecting the other person. That is just me. That is just me.
So this Nick guy has an OnlyFans girlfriend slash wife, right? And apparently he even encourages her to do this, right? And he pretty much like encourages her to go on dates with other guys as well. So I'm not exactly sure what the line.
It's like we will brag that they have an OnlyFans girlfriend. It's like, oh. Yeah, so my girl makes other guys come. All right. Great, dude. That's awesome.
Is in their relationship. He definitely sounds like a buck, that's for sure. An Adam 22 type, you know, a Jack Doe.
And trust me. Hey, I used to be the same way, guys. I used to be the same way. I thought it was cool. And then I was like, why am I wasting my time with somebody that everybody else is getting for $5? Yeah, no, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Doherty type who like pimps out their girlfriend, right? So it's plausible that Amouranth thought it would be okay to do this because if he has her just go on dates and stuff, I mean, it's kind of mixed messages, but maybe they have like boundaries in the relationship. If this even is a relationship.
Rather have been a cuck rather than stay a cuck. It is what it is.
This next part, Amouranth keeps sort of pointing the camera at Nick and putting him in frame, right? And then he gets pretty annoyed and he tries to shut off the stream or maybe move the camera or something. And that results in Amouranth calling the police on him.
That's fine. I'm not okay with. I'm not unokay with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well, then leave. I'm not going to follow you.
So you're literally just going to be super defiant, is that right?
Talk about problems. Hey, what?
I'm so confused how this, like, okay, so he's right next to her. So
you're literally just going to be super defiant, is that right?
And now he's in her face grabbing the camera, and now he's gone.
Talk about problems.
And now he's across the room.
Hey, what is wrong?
How does that even happen? It's like he teleported. It's two different times. Oh, okay. Well, it makes it look like he's teleporting.
What's wrong with you, bro? Leave. You can move. You can go away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera view.
Bro?
What's up? What are you doing?
Calling the police.
Why?
Because you're doxing at this point. It's dangerous.
What?
You have reached the Houston University 911. All call takers are busy at this time. Your call will be answered by the next available call taker.
All right, here we go.
Houston 911, you need medical?
Yep.
These two are such good actors, man. It's great. Man, I can't believe they did all that. Man, I can't wait for 3 months they're still together.
Yeah, we're live streaming.
If you wanted to get off camera, why don't you just leave the place, right? But then I guess he also wants to talk to her and sort out their issues, but she won't stop streaming because it seems like he wanted her to turn the stream off, but she absolutely refused to do so. So it's just this messy
It still looks like bro teleported, bro. I'm dying on the hill. No, that's the same clip. Bro just teleported.
couple fight that you can't really make sense of, right? And there's probably a lot of crazy shit that they both did behind the scenes that we probably don't know about. But anyways, here's Amouranth talking to
I always love that. Oh my God, if that's how they are on camera, can you imagine how they are off camera? Okay, dude. Like, come on, bro. They're actors. Shut up.
911 and crying on the phone.
Oh! To know your position on this.
What is your problem?
Strongly enough, they have to swap.
I cannot deal with this anymore.
Can you imagine that?
Call your dad, Ryan.
Defending the guy who swatted me. I
If
catalyzed.
you hate me, just kill me, please. It would be so much easier.
Random just
I
hit one
can't
out.
deal with this
Man,
anymore.
shut you are community member
yelling at me,
while
I guess.
blood
I
runs
can't deal with it. You won't leave. You won't shut up. What did I do? The cops won't help me. No one can help me.
Destiny little Steve.
I'm talking to
Next time you just asked me to leave, and we're at the same place we would be.
I know.
They will not help
Chief
me.
Bomb just tipped
Everett
$1.
popped her
I
out,
don't have anything
boys.
to do. I'm just.
Oh, man.
You can figure it out, okay?
She's now talking to the person.
Joe Peach just tipped $1. I can't take it anymore. Guys, play some Oblivion. Take care.
They say that like betrayal makes the strangers bedfellows. Absolutely true.
Joe Peach just tipped $3. Motherfucker, this is Joe. I'm coming for your ass.
I'm not
More
even
important.
doing anything.
I'm not saying you're doing anything. I'm facing an argument. You dumbass. Obviously, everyone can see we're on video. Shut up.
Yell at me some
UC
more.
just tipped $1.
How did you get so stupid?
You mean how did I get upset that you thought I was going to have you murdered and you said that to everyone on
I
my
wish you would now at this point. It's ridiculous what you're putting me through.
I
It's not
feel
just
like
shut
I'm
the fuck up.
$2.
I feel like
Do you think she's still live on Kick? Oh, look at that. Everything's fine. How did anybody fall for this shit, bro? Come on. Look at that. She's at Kick in her $1 million mansion. Man, oh man, I can't believe it.
I'm very justified being upset that you thought I was going to have you murdered when I saved you.
You were upset before then.
Sport for him.
Shut up.
And I still saved you.
Last time you were mad at me, you told me you wish you hadn't saved me because then we wouldn't have this bond of me being attached to you. Because you want to divorce me. Pick what you want. You want to divorce me.
You're slandering
Which
so
one?
hard.
I can't do anything apparently.
You're so hard.
Leave her alone.
I said I
Leave.
wish, that, someone else had saved you because you have this weird attachment to like
Weird attachment to my husband.
Just tipped $1.
Great.
Hey, Amouranth,
Bro,
can you help
you
me
were
get unbanned from
rapturing,
Kit?
like,
That was
Please,
a
getting me
different.
banned.
No, that was a different
Shout
time
out
entirely. This
Cowan
weird
W.
attachment was
Short.
after robbery. You dumbass.
So, how's the weather today, guys? So, I
It's
actually
great.
made sense of this somehow, right? So, apparently, one of the
105 degrees in Austin right now. Can you believe that shit? You go outside, you start melting.
problems that Nick has with Amouranth is that she develops a weird attachment to people who save her. I don't know how many times she actually needed to be saved.
I think the biggest crime of this whole situation is the fact that these guys aren't following Emaru or Zach. I think that's fucked up, man. I think both these guys deserve cancellation.
There was definitely that one time with the robbers, but apparently after...
Look at the open tabs in this clip. Amaranth Holocaust comment. Amaranth right wing. Stream kick. Oh, that's great.
how many times Nick
That's
saved her
great.
life, she got very attached to him, which sounds normal. I feel like if somebody saves their life, you can get pretty attached to them, but maybe by...
They were already fucking married. What do you mean that's what made them be more attached? They were already married. And brother, wasn't this the same chick who said he was abusive because he made her do OnlyFans? Like, what is this? You want to know why this situation is confusing? Because it's fucking fake.
By attachment, he means overly clingy or 24/7 wanting attention or something like that, right? At least that's what I'm guessing. And that is one of the things they are arguing about how she's really clingy or something like that. Anyways, I just got to point this out, right? Who is watching the stream? I'm seeing that chat go. I know, I guess they can't all be bots, right? So I feel like you got one life and this is how you're spending it. You're watching Amouranth? yeah. Anybody watching the stream, you have to wear a helmet at all times because we need to make sure your stupidity just doesn't like wirelessly transfer to anybody else, right? And people are donating as well. I mean, I guess.
I remember people used to watch Amaranth streams for hours because she would say, once the timer hits 0, I'll take off the towel. They would all sit there and edge, like, oh, dude, she's gonna do it, dude. Oh, dude, she's gonna make me come, dude. She's gonna make me come, dude. Like, Amaranth viewers, man, they truly are a different breed.
Yes, they just love watching a train wreck. It's kind of like why people donate to Johnny Somali as well. They just like to see people melt down. Anyways, it continues to get worse. Amouranth sort of crawls up on the floor in a fetal position, crying, and Nick is trying to talk
Perfectly in shot.
to someone over the phone, trying to fix the situation like a...
Perfectly in shot with a landing strip going right to her to really draw in the cinematography.
Sort of hostage negotiation.
Yeah, I think you're in a loop right now, but I don't understand, Angelica. I don't understand why, because we have been making sure she only gets at most 1 Vyvanse a day. I don't even think you didn't take one today. And so it's like she's just acting like she's looping, or at least I'm assuming that because of the conspiracy theory thing. But otherwise, it's kind of imperceptible to tell that she's acting irregular.
See, this is what a real relationship looks like, boys.
Well, I agree, but like you're kind of past that right now. Like I didn't want to. So hey, just so you know the full context, Angelica. All night, I was telling her, let's turn off stream. Let's turn off stream. Let's not do this on stream. And every time, I'm gonna put on speakerphone so it's more fair. Anytime that I said that, she would grab it and refuse. And I'm like, okay. So she kept wanting to stream it.
Okay, that really exposes a light on the situation here, because if one person is trying to turn off the stream this entire time and one person is trying to keep it going, I don't know what that says, because clearly somebody's trying to, platform this for attention or something, because like she doesn't want to turn off the stream and then she's cried up in the fetal position there, but then doesn't he have control of the stream right now? Why don't you just turn off the stream? Okay, now I'm confused. What the hell is going on? By the way, full grown adults. I feel like getting into that position in front of the internet, like it curled up on the floor like a little baby, and while also streaming it for views and attention, you got to be a different level of mental, right? Both of these nutjobs need to be in a mental institution. And like people are saying, fake and stuff like that. And I get that.
I don't know how anybody is on either of their sides, bro. They're both pieces of shit.
Obviously, I'm definitely off that perspective as well, sometimes. But after looking at all these clips, you got to understand that they have not slept for like days, right? This has been going on for 24 hours straight, it seems. And like everything is streamed, so...
Date night! Oh, I bet it's so fun.
I don't think you can fake this level of meltdown. I feel like, yeah, you can.
You can. It's so easy. Absolutely, you can.
certainly fake cry and lie about your husband and all that, like the stuff that happened before. But this is like, bro, they're actually, I don't know how much of this you can fake, you know? If I'm getting bamboozled, fair enough. I don't really know what they actually gain from this, to be honest. It just seems like they're just ruining their reputation even more. Highly doubt you're gonna get more subs from this or anything like that. In fact, this is probably just gonna turn simps away, because I guess even simps are gonna be like, holy fuck, what the hell am I watching, you know? It's kind of hard to get your knob cranking to this, I suppose, unless you're a real freak, right? But anyways, let's move on to this clip of Nick.
Yo, chat, type one of you were jerking off of that shit, brother.
Saying that he's mad that they only earn $1 million a month now instead of $2 million.
We have a kick contract, and we still do OnlyFans. She does, right? The amount of money we make with both, with the exception of the last 2 months, has always been less than what OnlyFans alone used to make in 2022 and 2021. Back then, OnlyFans often hit a monthly of $2 million. Currently, last month we did over 2, but this month and every other month under the Kick contract, Kick plus OnlyFans, did about 1.2 to 1.3.
Only $1 million. This is so sad. We're going back on the value menu, boys. Damn, it's McDonald's for the next 3 months. How are we ever gonna survive? Man, I might have to get the 6-piece McChicken instead of the 10.
Sometimes 1.5. Actually, kind of frequently 1.5. But you get what I'm saying? So if you look at it, we made more money in 22 and 23 per month than we did any of the months in the last 2 years.
I love how he says we. That is absolutely hilarious. Maybe they have some sort of business contract behind the scenes where he handles some of the work. I imagine a lot of the simps that are donating to Amouranth, they need a bunch of people to reply to the simps.
God, I just don't get it, bro. I don't. Why would you spend hundreds of dollars jerking off to this when you could just go jerk off to hentai for free? Because the nice thing with hentai is, you know they're not a crazy psycho bitch behind the scenes. It's so nice.
So I imagine,
unless that's what you're into, in which case you can look into that shit.
This is the guy doing it, right? He's the guy chatting to the losers, donating to her OnlyFans.
Yeah, he's the guy rating the cocks.
And wow, complaining about $1 million a month, that is the most fucking out-of-touch shit I've ever seen in my life. Also, maybe this is what Amouranth meant by he's forcing me to do OnlyFans. Now, obviously grossly exaggerated, and she clearly wanted to do it herself as well. But it seems like this guy is this business-minded sort of guy trying to exploit her to the maximal extent, right? He's sort of like a Jack Doherty type, where he's just like, oh, no, but you can make so much more money, you gotta stream more, you gotta do more OnlyFans or whatever. So he's probably like nudging her in that direction, right? Because he's getting upset at $1 million a month here. Like, what, like, somebody explain to me, what are they even doing with all of this money? Is it...
Do you see that stupid fucking house they have, bro? They're blowing that shit on dumbass shit nonstop. They're living like these millions of dollars are gonna last forever. They're not investing, they're not saving, they're blowing all this shit on dumb ass shit.
Isn't Amouranth worth like 50 mil? Hasn't she invested in a bunch of like businesses? She owns a bunch of gas stations or whatever. Just retire. Holy shit. It will never amaze me how incredibly stupid some rich people are. This just shows you that you can have pretty much all the money in the world and still be terribly unhappy because you just got different problems. Like maybe you're just a fucking psycho. Anyways, they continue arguing, calling each other unhinged, and they keep arguing about their dogs.
Like
normally, no, I'm an insane one, Nick,
no.
And you were in an insane mindset.
No, you're just, something is mentally unhinged for you right now because normally...
No, it's literally you. You are unhinged.
Normally, when you know that we're being swatted, you're at least concerned for the dogs, and you're almost...
I was not concerned in this case because one, I know that the dogs aren't in here, so there's nothing for me to be concerned, and I know that they aren't free on the outside.
Yeah, they're like on the patio, and then
Either on the patio concealed.
Trumps can jump over things.
I don't have to be concerned if I didn't hear a shot go off.
Right, so they have about 7 dogs.
I will say their communication skills in character or out of character are quite poor. You never go, you did this, you did that. You have to make it a we thing. You have to make it to where like you both got to admit faults, even when you ain't really both in the wrong, just to make sure it doesn't feel like an attack on the other person. If you really want to get over things, that's the way you do it.
Dogs, right? And that's quite a lot to handle, right? That's like a big problem for them. Like, oh, you're so rich, but then you spend all your time doing dog chores. And I'm just like, why'd you get 7 dogs then? And like, why not hire people to help you out? You got so much money. You could probably hire an entire person for each dog and have tons of money left over. So it's so stupid. I don't even know what the hell I'm watching. What an absolute train wreck. And it obviously doesn't help that they stream everything and then they end up having people witness this and harass them as well. Apparently they got swatted as well, which is all around unfortunate, right? Here's a moment that started the whole 12+ hour altercation between Amouranth and her husband.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
What the fuck was that? Oh, here we go again. Oh, is our life just dog chores now or what?
No. We haven't done any all day.
I know, but we got to do like 7 in a row at night.
The only kind of a fence right now, otherwise they'd be out in their yards more because they're having the stuff freaking constructed. Why do you just complain? You don't have to help me if you don't want to. You can go smoke with them on your lounge and I'll deal with it.
I complain in order to make things better.
This honestly makes me happy. People with literally infinite wealth here are more miserable than the average person. Then they keep screaming at each
What a great perspective on life, Pegasus.
other over the dogs shitting around the house.
You like smoking cigars actively. Why do you compare things that you can't
I am so glad these millionaires are more miserable than me.
Shit, and then
Why are you
This makes me so happy.
7 dogs. Are you honestly?
None of them have shit in the house. Crazy, right?
They shit all over the outside.
Yeah, that's what dogs do. Where do you want it to go?
They have, okay, what I'm saying is that we don't need 7 of them.
You chose to get 7. I wanted 5.
And yet you're saying I hate them? It's so weird.
Oh my god!
That's what you're doing. You hate them. You chose to do it, but you also
I
took care
literally
of them.
told you
But you hate them.
that you
But
can't
don't like
complain
them.
about them. You agreed you wouldn't
You're
complain about them
bipolar.
if we got
I hate
7.
them. I don't
You're
like them. I
crazy.
agreed to 7.
You suggested 2 more.
Warning.
Complain about them if we got
I hate
7.
them. I don't
You're
Checks on chat.
crazy. You suggested 2 more.
Warning to everybody, do not get 7 dogs. First off, you gotta be pretty flippin' rich to even consider getting 7
I got 4 cats. It ain't really that hard, to be honest.
dogs. But wow, I've never seen people lose their minds this much over the most basic argument ever. Like, man, just get helpers. Like, apparently they've gone to therapy and shit like that as well, but it's just not helped them. And I just can't put my finger on whether this is like genuine or not, because like, it's still being streamed to the internet, because I feel like if it ever got serious, you would immediately want to cut off the stream, right? And both of them have had opportunities to cut off the stream, but they chose not to. So it's like, oh man, but they do look genuinely distressed. But anyways, Amouranth's husband actually responded to the situation and people just sort of commenting on what's going on.
Negative comments.
Really?
Right? Endless negative comments. It didn't affect me. Like, I've always heard streamers say, and you know, she's always told me, oh, you know, eventually eats at you. Eventually eats at you. Maybe that's true. We'll find out. But for now, it doesn't bother me. Like, it doesn't. Like, I can read it and smile, right? It's not that I don't register it. It's just that, like, I don't know, like, oh wow, there's a person in the world that doesn't like me. Like, so, right? Like, there's probably a lot of those. It's fine, okay?
What if this is all real and this guy is just like a modern day supervillain, man? What if this guy is just the worst human being on earth?
Say their shit, you know, I
don't believe there's any way for Amouranth and this guy to be this delusional. I feel like there's just no way. They have to be acting.
Mind that at all.
Right, so you're totally fine, right? You're totally normal. This is a normal couple thing to do, you know, live stream a meltdown, call the police on each other, scream at each other. You know, she was calling you abusive and a horrible husband to the internet a while back. I don't know why you were okay with that as well, or you never defended yourself, but now you're coming on. I think you're a psycho, to be honest. I feel like any man willingly getting into a relationship with someone like Amouranth has got to be a certain level of psycho. And this is just ultimate coping to say that this
I'm so glad we all agree they both suck.
doesn't bother you when you are melting down. It just sucks that he kind of looks like Glenn from Walking Dead, you know?
He does.
I feel like
He
I have a good
does.
memory with that
Slight racism, but I get it.
character, you know? Anyways, here's what people are saying. Has to be an act. Everything Amouranth does is for attention and clout.
True.
Not falling for this shit again.
True.
They're both insane. I wonder if they have drug problems. The content farm is insane. At what cost?
Yep.
Why are we acting like this isn't scripted?
Yep.
Let's clip this video or you get $7.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Bro, More Pegasus is slowly becoming my favorite channel on YouTube. Holy shit, brother. Like, comment, subscribe.